A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Hello. Welcome everyone to the Daily Political Briefing. It's me, your host, QuentinRJiles. But if we gonna be friends, niece, you know you gotta call me Q. Thank you all so much for being here. You absolutely could be anywhere else in this moment, but y'all chose to come on down here to the YouTube and hang out with me. Hey, Tammy Thurston, Kelly Mars, Nicole Attaway, Jay Single, Joanne Roan, Brittany Williams. Hey, everyone, I see you all in the comments there. Thank you all so much again for being here. Mrs. Shamika, Sharon Davenport, Hendrix. I see you, Hendrix Turner, down there on that Facebook. Thank you so very much for being here. We are going to jump right into it. Y'all know that it is day 3 of the Derek Chauvin trial for the murder of George Floyd. Now, today, what did we see? Now, let me preface this. I was come on in close, niece. I was a little out and about earlier this morning. I actually had some business meetings. Excuse me. Hold on. We got breaking news. Governor Cuomo is said to have fielded a $4 million offer on a book about the pandemic, even as his aides help obscure nursing home deaths. Okay, so we'll get on Cuomo later. We ain't talk about that because I got to read that article and find out, that whole situation just does not seem tenable anymore, but we'll put that there. But I had a meeting this morning. I guess I'll cue you in, see what I did there, cue you in and talk about Derek Chauvin, but we'll talk about that after the fact. We'll talk about Derek Chauvin now, and then I'll tell you about the business meeting that I had this morning as to why I was kind of in and out and didn't give you really any content earlier this morning. But from what I saw, from what I saw of the trial, I did get home and I watched the second half of the trial, mostly afternoon and on. We got to see different angles of the same video. Police body cam. Wait a minute, get my head together. Police body cam was introduced as evidence by the prosecution, and so we saw that. We got to saw officers' body cam, one over the other. And for me, it's even more clear because that George Floyd's body was lifeless and they were on him. I mean, let's just call a thing a thing. That's what I saw from this cam. From the original video, remember, we only had one vantage point. It was clear you saw Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck. But when you look at the body cam, the other two were on him. They were like on him and he was lifeless. And so I'm just like, what is it? Now, you know how we do here. We're going to call a thing. As I watched the video, as I watched, the entire interaction, this is not victim blaming, but I will create space for me. Now, you do whatever you want to do. I can create space to say, hey, George was acting a little erratic. Right. And so at a certain moment, the cops they would have needed to get a little more physical, if you will. They don't know that he has a PTSD from it. Yes, he's saying it, but a lot of suspects say that. But on the inverse of that as well, hear me clear, hear me in totality, on the inverse of that as well, that should say something about the state of policing, that he had PTSD or was fearful of being shot or some other, or being harmed by the police at the initial interaction. I'm not at the death yet. I'm talking about the initial interaction. So I got space for both of those things to be true. Watching it, I have space for like, okay, well, bro, they were trying to get you in the car. At a certain point, you can't fight back so much without them doing something. I have space for that. I have 100% space for that. What I don't have space for is after the fact. Okay, now you have him subdued. The erratic behavior is no longer happening. Now he's on the ground. Now he's lifeless. He's not moving. You can see some type of liquid coming from his body, like the EMT said she saw. I saw that from one of the body cam vantage points. Now you see that, and y'all are still on his body. That is where I take majority of my issue. Again, I'm gonna keep space to call a thing. I saw it and I would have been a little like, hey, whoa, what you doing? Because you don't know. As a cop, I give space for that. You don't know. But y'all had the man handcuffed and on the ground. And after he kept telling you he couldn't breathe, you still apply pressure on his lifeless body as liquid was being expelled from his body. So I'm still going to default to, I don't care if he was on pixie dust. I don't care if he went to Mars and got and licked the wheel on the Mars rover and was high as a kite. I don't care. I don't care if he was up there with Thanos crushing and snorting infinity stones. I don't care. At the moment he stopped, or even a second or two after that, when you realize he stopped, you should have stopped. Y'all was still on this man's lifeless body for minutes, and you did not check a pulse. Your responsibility as a sworn officer of the law, as a peacekeeper, is to protect the public, is to keep the peace, if you will, and it's to not have a depraved mind for human life. So I'm still on guilty. You're not going to be able to explain that away to me. You're not. You're not going to be able to explain none. Guilty. That was murder. Period. So again, that was what we saw in the trial today. We saw some expert testimony from a sergeant who really testified more on not like what happened. He wasn't there, but more on body cam logistics. He works in the body cam situation. So just stating for the record, like, yes, this is how body cam is. It's very technical. We saw testimony from him. We got testimony from one of the, I guess you could say, the original witnesses. If you remember in the video, you have somebody saying, "Come on, get in the car, man. Get in the car. Just get in the car. You're not gonna win." We saw Pop up on the stand today, and he basically let us know. He that he was telling George Floyd you weren't going to win because he's been in a situation before where he has been handcuffed, and he knew at that point, once being handcuffed, the police were going to take you. So that's what he was trying to identify and just like calm him down. But while he was on the stand, I mean, he had a complete emotional break rewatching George Floyd lose his life. So much so that the judge had to call for a recess, about a 10-minute recess, to allow the witness to get himself together and come back to the stand. Nicole Attaway, thank you so much for the super comment. Just sending you a little thank you for what you do. I finally got my ashwagandha, and baby, I've never slept so good. Baby, that's a perfect segue. Get your goalie gummies. God dog it, I left the container in there again. They are, wait. Not that. Oh, not that. Ignore that comment, child. I was doing something else. Not all my business. I was doing something else. Okay, I guess I can tell y'all about that. I'm actually doing this marketing class tomorrow. I'm not class, but I'm facilitating how you grow your social media presence. And so a part of that class, I'm going to offer my services and let the people know if they want to book a one-on-one consultation, they can. But if they don't show up, then you forfeit your money. So that's what that was. I didn't know it was still in my copy. I didn't copy and pasted everything. Okay, back to the ashwagandha. Get your goalie gummies. Get your goalie gummies. They just told me they are doing 15% off. Now, y'all, baby, I told y'all last week to get it because it was on 20. The sale was 20%. They emailed me today, and it's 15%. Now, full disclosure, when you buy, they do cut me a check as a commission fee. I am a brand ambassador, if you will. So get your goalie gummies. You want to use the promo code QRJiles. I'm dropping that in the chat right now. QRJiles to get your goalie gummies 15%. Yes, Shannon Collins, all my business in the streets. All my business. I didn't know. You know how you go copy and paste. I was trying to copy and paste it. I didn't know it was still in my copy and paste. And I'm just so used to copy and pasting here and hitting enter so quick. It all happened so fast. It all happened so fast. Like, what is it? So yeah. Well, y'all see what it is, baby. I don't do nothing. Look now. Time. Look, you can't be not showing up to appointments. So if you don't show up, baby, I don't know what to tell you. No, ma'am. Anyway, let's get back to the trial. So that's what we saw. We saw him on the stand having this great emotional response. I mean, rightfully so. He's entitled to his feelings and his tears. I'm glad the judge gave him some space to kind of still walk through that and talk through that. But what I will say is the trial is moving. Excuse me. Mr. I used your promo code to get a month's supply and it saved me the coins. Yes. Thank you for the super comment. Yes. You save your coins. You okay? Use the promo code and get you some discount. Get you some discount. But yeah, I'm surprised that that the prosecution is already calling technical witnesses, which kind of puts me in the mind frame that they are kind of wrapping up their case per se. So we'll see. It's moving a little quicker than I thought it would. I didn't think we would be at technical witnesses so far. And in this, the prosecution calls witnesses, and then it'll be a time for the defense. And the defense will call witnesses. The defense, prior to the judge adjourning court today, the defense said that they wanted to introduce evidence that is from a body cam of a park police. So not the 4 police officers, the Minneapolis police officers that we know, Chauvin and the others. Park police was there as well. And so a vantage point of park police body cam that we've not seen that will be introduced into evidence for the defense. Again, the defense is for Derek Chauvin, so his lawyer. So we'll be, that'll be interesting to see what's on that. But like I say, it's kind of moving rapidly to me. Excuse me, it's kind of moving rapidly. But I guess, okay, I guess a speedy trial is fine. I mean, I don't need it to be drug out, but yeah, I'm just kind of surprised that the prosecution is already at a technical witness. That's it. So we'll stay tuned and keep our eyes out on that. I feel like I might as well drop the link if y'all, just in case y'all want to. Now, I don't know what anybody does, but if you, I mean, listen, if you want to grow your social media and want to schedule a little something, you can, hold on. I'm going to drop the link for that so you can do that if you like. If you want help with growing your brand and all those things, here is one of the links. Might as well drop it. There's a 30-minute opportunity, and then I'm going to drop the 45-minute opportunity, and you can just look at both of them. You can look at both of them. And if you want some assistance, then go ahead and book and we'll go. So there's that. So the reason I didn't see the beginning of the trial was because I did have a meeting. I did have a meeting with some people that I can't really say collaborating with, but that I am walking into a partnership with because we want to bring some stuff. So I'm super excited about that. It took about an hour and a half. And so that's why it took my focus, because I had to go to the meeting. It also wasn't on Zoom, but I had to go to it and like look at it. And it's a production crew and, all of that. So, the stuff that I can talk about right now, that's what it was. So that's kind of what took my focus in the morning. Tomorrow I will be dialed in, but I do have something to do at 1 p.m. CST. So I'll tap out a little bit from the trial at that time to do this marketing class with this other influencer, if you will, who's asked me to come on their platform. I'll do that. Then I'll jump back into the court, into the trial, and I'll let you know what's going on. I'll give you the updates, all of that good stuff. And then yeah, I will tell you now, right now, we're on Thursday. Friday, we will not have a show. We won't have a live show. So just be aware, Friday, there won't be a show. Since I moved this show up to 7, my brotherhood call, y'all know, y'all been here before. My brotherhood call is at 7 p.m. A bunch of other Christian guys. We do live, we talk, just kind of, walk through our junk and read the Bible and just fellowship. That's at 7. And so I'm going to keep that. So there won't be a show this Friday. T Simple, what you got for me? Let's see. Thank you for the super comment. Off topic. So about them robes you promised us a while back. Where are we at them? Them doggone robes. Was I supposed to be designing robes? I thought somebody else was going to design robes. Side note, get your No Man Pam mug. I thought somebody else was supposed to be designing robes. I didn't know I was supposed to be doing that. I thought y'all had a little meeting, and y'all had stitched that stuff together and put that together. I didn't know. I had no parts of that. Right. Shannon Collins with the building fund meeting. Y'all was supposed to do that and send me the schematics and the sketch. That's what y'all was supposed to do if I remember correctly. Okay, I ain't got no parts of that. I ain't got no. Tracy Jones, I see you in the comments. She says I'm fully vaccinated. Okay, well, how do you feel, Tracy? How do you feel? Somebody said we need the fluffy robes. Listen. All this stuff I got going on, baby. No, ma'am, Pam. No, ma'am, Pam. T-Sipper, go ahead and design the robe and get it to us. We'll do screen share. We'll see if we can get it out to the people here. Oh, I do have an email. I have to respond. I just thought about it. Now, the robes may not be coming real quick, but the bonnets are. Okay? The bonnets are on their way. Okay? So stay tuned for that. That's already in motion right now. The bonnets are on their way because you know you got to have your hair together. Now, Caucasian Americans, Asian Americans, I don't know if everybody wear bonnets. Black folk, we wear bonnets. Okay, we wear bonnets because our hair can't get dry and all that stuff on them silk pillows and all that stuff like that. Shannon Collins, thank you so much. We need to know the colors. First off, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. I don't know. You got to get with T-Sipper to find out about, you talk about the bonnets, the color of the bonnets or the color of the robes. The robes is T-Sipper. He got to do that. I'm doing the bonnets. Now, if everybody, if y'all don't know what a bonnet is, people that's not black, because maybe I shouldn't assume. Anybody who don't know what a bonnet is, y'all know when I have my purple stuff on my head when it's wash day, baby, that's a bonnet. Okay, baby, that helps. That helps. Okay, they keep that moisture in at night. If you want to wash and condition, you put a little bonnet on. You know, it's a bunch of stuff. So we'll do, the bonnets are on the way. I got an email that I got to respond to already. Shannon with another super comment. Thank you so much. Aubrey just asked, who is Pam? First off, hey, Aubrey. That girl said, who is Pam? Who is Pam? Yes, silk bonnets is coming soon. Listen, Aubrey, I don't know who Pam is, but no, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. I don't know who Pam is. I don't know. I never met Pam. But no, ma'am. Okay? No, ma'am. I'm going to drop the link right here. If you want to get your No Ma'am Pam mug, you can get that as well because it's still a No Ma'am Pam. It is still a No Ma'am Pam. And before I go, I just have to say this. I love each and every one of you all. Aaron E. Oh, y'all just, my cup runneth over today. Thank you so much. I miss you guys. Glad to be back like I never left. Hey, come on back. Hey. Come on back. All right, welcome back, Aaron E. Look, glad to have you here. I love you all, but I have to say, shout out to the women. I said this before, but I don't know who all heard it. We are doing a deep dive in my analytics. We're really trying to grow this thing, and women are 90% of my audience. So across all platforms, we're talking about YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, women. You all are 90% of my audience. And I'm going to say it's two demographics of women aged 24 to 35 and women aged 36 to 45 across the board. Those are two different sets of demographics. And depending on the platform, one is above the other and vice versa. So those two women in those two age brackets are always number one and number two of my greatest supporters. And so I just have to say thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for the support. Thank you to everyone. Shout out to my men. But I mean, the women are clearly dominating and holding it down and supporting me and loving on me. And so I just appreciate it. So I love it. I love it. Oh, we're getting ages coming in. Nova said I'm 47, 36 to 45 come through. Yeah, absolutely. When I saw that, I was like, man, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Joanne, it's the crushed infinity stones for me, still laughing. It's a tragic situation, but I'm just saying, right. Thank you, Joanne, for that. I appreciate that. I really, really do. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. So we will be back tomorrow. If Jesus says the same, I'll give you another update on the George Floyd trial. Stay tuned tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. We already have a video. Shout out to my intern, Katie, who did the research. The research has been complete. It's been filmed and edited. So we have a video that explains the ideology of the Proud Boys, who they are. Did y'all know there was a such thing as the Proud Girls? who they are and what they want to do. And so some might say, why are we even spending time on this? Because these type of hate domestic terrorist groups are not going away anytime soon. And so I thought it was important to watch it. I will say there is a parental advisory warning in the beginning. So please, because I know children watch this show, I know families watch this show, and I appreciate that. Before you watch the video that drops tomorrow, it'll drop late tomorrow about the Proud Boys. Just use caution. Just use caution with watching with children because I explain to you who they are, what their ideology is. We even take some quotes. I don't go too graphic with it, but still just use caution before you decide to watch with your children. Okay. Or, gauge that whole maturity level. All right, come on. That is me. Thank you for the content and breaking it down for me to understand. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so very much. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. So, guys, until tomorrow, I love you all in the Lord. Remember, dissent, not disrespect. Dissent, not disrespect. I don't know why I thought about the Lil Nas X video I did. Again, like dissenting. I've had some interesting conversations from that. But anyway, dissent, not disrespect in every aspect of your life. And I will see you all again, if Jesus says the same, tomorrow.
A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.